My name is Simon Freakley. I'm the Chief Executive of AlixPartners. AlixPartners is a business consulting firm that specializes in supporting businesses with transformations. The Disruption Index produced by AlixPartners is a piece of work that studies the disruptions that are affecting businesses in every market, in every geography around the world. What we're seeing is that the frequency and the significance of these disruptive forces is increasing. And so business leaders are having to move from what was a rolling sea into a choppy sea as these disruptions play against each other. There's just as much opportunity in disruption as there is threat. And of course now what we're seeing, particularly post-pandemic, is that businesses are having to evolve more and more regularly. Our most recent disruption survey showed that 94% of chief executives felt that they would have to reinvent their business models within the next 3 years. The four main disruptive forces in our world today are demographics, a shift in the working populations, the balance between working populations and retired populations. Climate change, obviously, not just an important issue, but now an urgent issue. So not only is it an existential issue for our world, it's also a critical issue for business leaders, how they look at the distribution of their products, how they look at the packaging of their products. Globalization, we've lived in a very globalized world for the last 30 years. Supply chains have become seamless, where the labor markets have been fluid. Now, of course, we're somewhat in retreat. The forces of globalization are starting to polarize, and we're finding that in supply chains, for example, people have to have just-in-case strategies, not just-in-time strategies. And then finally, of course, the impact of artificial intelligence on every business. Because so much data is now held digitally, the availability of that data, but also the ability to interrogate it, has become critical for businesses wanting to stay at the forefront of their markets. These disruptive forces layer on top of each other and accelerate each other. So it's not just the forces on their own, but the compounding effect of how these disruptions layer on top of each other. Working with clients around the world every day, how we partner with our clients to capitalize on these opportunities is to quickly identify what their best strategies are at a given moment in time, and then to move to action quickly. It's absolutely possible to thrive in a disruptive world because there's just as much opportunity arising for these disruptions as there are threats. The key messages for leaders who don't want to fall behind is to be right at the forefront of development of their industries, not to be a hostage of strategies that have gone before, but to move to action and to adjust, to remain agile, remain nimble, and adjust strategies as circumstances change.